Hey guys, this is Trenchy back again to bring you another video, and we're in the dark. But now uh um we're doing another review, and this time this review is for something my friend Marty had started. I don't know, or maybe didn't start it, but I heard about it from him, and he does it a lot. He's a big contributor to it, called Jurassic June, because he is a big dinosaur fan. So usually in June he'll do, at least he did last year, he'll do a lot of dinosaur related content. Although he probably won't be going all out this year like he usually does, because he is working a steady job, and that takes up a lot of time. But he was asking people last year to participate in it, and I did Land Before Time last year for it because he asked me to, and I was thinking, fuck it, I'll do it again, even though I don't even know if he's doing it this year, but I just thought, fuck it, I'll do it, and I'll go link his channel below. Check it out. You know, he is a great guy, does a lot of good things, between either actual stop motion to figure reviews, movie reviews. All his reviews are top notch. His fun little streams he does, just everything, good conversations, good laughs all around. Yeah, he's just very good at what he does. But what I was gonna say is, I've decided to participate in Jurassic June again this year. This will probably be the only review I'll do, but who knows? Maybe I'll sneak another dinosaur review in there. But I am reviewing another. I'm sticking to my childhood. I did Land before last time. Now I'm doing a little Disney movie nobody really talks about, Dinosaur, from the year 2000. Yes, it is just called Dinosaur. That is the name of the movie. Um, it's an interesting little movie. I remember we had like the toy as a kid. We had his head, the main dinosaur Aladar. We had his head, no body, just a head. You could stick your hand in it, and like the mouth moved. It was interesting. I don't know why they were selling severed dinosaur heads. I think it was a puppet. I don't know what the fuck it was. It was a thing. It's not. It was cool though. It wasn't scary like the Grinch doll we had, which was a other thing. And we even had a big E.T. as well. But no. This movie is a pretty cool, underrated movie. Is it perfect? No. And a lot of it, what holds it back is, I think, how there's like a realism to it, but there's also like, there's like an adult theme to it, but also a very much a kid's theme, and sometimes they clash. Like sometimes things get a little too goofy with certain characters, and then it'll be like, oh, but besides, well, that's just my opinion as well. But besides that, and maybe some of the effects aren't the greatest, I think this movie's pretty damn good. And we start out with this really cool opening sequence with a dinosaur egg in this valley. And what they call Carnosaur, it's essentially T-Rex, a badass looking T-Rex, comes in, starts fucking shit up. All the dinosaurs gotta run away. and the egg gets abandoned. He gets stolen by this weird, creepy-looking dinosaur, and creepy-looking dinosaur starts fighting with another dinosaur, and drops egg in the water. Egg goes through a bunch of other dinosaurs, goes past them, gets picked up by a pterodactyl. We get a nice overhead shot of a lot of other dinosaurs, and just this beautiful green landscape. And then the pterodactyl's gonna drop it to its babies, but something happens, and the egg ends up falling in a tree. It also almost got eaten by a frog thing earlier, to a giant frog creature. That also happened. But our egg ends up into the care of lemurs, and the lemurs end up raising this dinosaur as their own. The dinosaur grows up to be, I don't know the correct name. I think it's, I just gonna go off land before time. It's a fucking long neck. He's like a decent sized long neck, and he's living among the lemurs. And then during the lemurs mating ceremony, there is an asteroid, causes a big explosion. Only Aladar, the dinosaur, and the direct lemur family, the daughter, the mother, the grandfather, and the little brother live. Even though he's not so little now, he's kind of an uncle. But they all end up surviving the explosion. They meet up with a bunch of other dinosaurs heading to the valley we saw in the beginning. They're migrating back. But as we see, the leader of the herd, Kron, he's kind of a douchebag, and he believes in Darwinism, and he's like, oh, only the strongest can survive, and he's kind of leaving the old people behind and the children. He's being really hard on them, and it's up to Aladar to kind of help this group out and, like, give some levity and some peace, and, help them out, even the ones getting left behind, be a helping hand for them, and, hopefully him and his lemur family all make it to the valley. And he kind of becomes a second leader in a sense, where he goes up against the main antagonist guys. He kind of goes up against them and is kind of like, hey, you can't be treating people like this and shit. And it's a good movie about the harsh realities of survival. I mean, the effects are great. The effects are really good. Like, sometimes they're bad, I'm not gonna lie. Some of it doesn't age too well, a lot of the motion sequences and stuff. But that opening sequence with the egg is beautiful. A lot of the dinosaurs look beautiful, decently expressive. They could probably be a little bit more expressive, but they're pretty damn expressive. And how they put these, like, CGI dinosaurs on this, like, realistic looking, because everything else looks real, it doesn't look CGI. They put them on this realistic looking land, and it all looks real. And the dinosaurs usually look good. Like, sometimes there'll be like, oh, you can tell some of it. You can tell sometimes the dinosaurs are CGI, but they essentially, besides like some hiccups here and there and it not being perfect, this is the year 2000, by the way. They hadn't worked out all the kinks yet. But besides that, I thought they did a very good job with the CGI. Sometimes I forgot it was CGI and was just looking at in awe at some of the dinosaurs and the colors and stuff. Like I said, sometimes, like, sometimes the lemurs are very off. I don't know why the lemurs got it so rough, because I like the lemurs, but the lemurs kind of, sometimes they could look pretty ugly because of the CGI. But again, even the bad CGI, it didn't like make me want to stop watching. It wasn't eye bleeding or anything. It was okay. Like, even its worst CGI is okay. Like it might. I think maybe on par with the monkeys from Jumanji, but not as bad. Yeah, I'd say it's a little better than the monkey. Like, their worst CGI is kind of a little better than the monkeys from Jumanji, I would think. I'm no expert, though, so take that with a grain of salt. But I really liked just how, even though it was a kid's movie, and like I said, there are some goofy moments that kind of like, when the Uncle Monkey is, like when the like yellow monkey or whatever, I forget his name, Zazzy or something, he's doing crazy stuff. It kind of took me out of it because the movie is pretty serious. I mean, there are jokes. Like, there's this old Triceratops woman who is kind of funny at parts. But it's a pretty serious movie about survival and about whether, like, you got one side where he's like, you know, the strong will live, the weak will die. We'll sacrifice the weak for the strong so the rest can live, you know. And then you got the other guy who's kind of there like, no, we all gotta work together and we can all make it. Yeah, some of us may die, but at least we'll die as a team. We'll die as a unit. We'll die defending each other, you know? We can't just... Leaving people to die is wrong and shit. But they're dealing with all this shit like the raptors and the T-Rexes, which they call the Carnotaurs. They're dealing with like deserts with no water. And like the leader keeps being mean to the little baby dinosaurs who start becoming douchebags at one part. And the leader's sister, I forget her name, Nia or something. She has to like break them up because she kind of becomes softened by Aladar. They kind of start like a relationship, which is it's nice because they did point out that Aladar's like, you know, he was a dinosaur raised among lemurs, which is a cool concept, and that he was, you know, kind of lonely. He didn't like to show it, but kind of lonely because of that, and then for him to get companionship was nice. So I thought that was a nice little relationship in the movie. Like I said, that opening sequence, man, beautiful as fuck. That's a beautiful opening sequence with the egg, and even with the Carnotaur attack and the little dinosaur going after that, like, frog, whatever, like, not frog, but iguana type thing. That was neat. I really liked that. This movie still hits, man. This movie still hits, and, like, for me, I liked this as a kid, but I don't know, I might like this a little more now, because, yeah, there's some problems with, like, the CGI at points, and the main, like, you know, the like, sometimes I think maybe it should have went more serious than comedic, even though I do like the comedic stuff, and I love Earl. I can't not bring up Earl. Earl is a dinosaur that is essentially a dog. He is my favorite character. His name is Earl. I don't know what type of dinosaur he is, but he just plays catch and sleeps and licks things and doesn't know any better and just enjoys stuff. Like, Earl is great. Earl is kind of like Spike from fucking Land Before Time, essentially. But like, because it's weird, because some of the dinosaurs talk, but some of them don't. Like in the beginning, it's all silent. And then when we get to the lemurs are talking, and then Aladar's talking, and then a couple dinosaurs are talking, but not all the dinosaurs. It's interesting what dinosaurs can't and can't talk. And they still make, like, dinosaur noises. Like, they roar and stuff. But, like, yeah, it's interesting that the movie starts out kind of silent without the dinosaurs talking, and then once we get to the lemurs, they're talking. And I do like the lemur family. I thought that was fun. Like, I like that. Like I said, I like that idea of, like, you know, it's kind of like Mowgli or like Tarzan, someone out of their comfort zone being raised by different animal species. And I thought that was a cool idea. And this is just a good little movie. I really liked Dinosaurs. I think it's worth a check out. It's one of Disney's more underrated movies. Is it spectacular? No, but it has a cool little story. It has a cool little simple story. Some nice, beautiful opening, very beautiful, and there's some other beautiful scenes throughout it as well. And just if you want a dinosaur fix that isn't like Jurassic Park or Land Before Time or We're Back, like, because no one really talks about it, is like, you should check out also Theodore Rex. That's really good too. Check that out. That's a misunderstood classic. People shit on that for no reason. Very good movie. But, no, this movie, even though I don't really have much to say about it, because it's a very simple movie, I still say it's enjoyable. If you want, like, a good dinosaur fix, and you're, like, tired of the Jurassic Parks and the Land Before Times, and I know there's probably some other dinosaur movies out there, but this is probably a good way to go, and, you know, show this to the kids, and even, I think adults could watch this, because there are pretty cool adult themes, and the fight scenes are decent. The fight scenes, like, are pretty decent. They're not, like, extraordinary, but they're good. They're solid fight scenes, like, and yes, there are, like, fight scenes. And we do get to see little bits of blood. Like I said, I wouldn't have minded, I know it's Disney, but I wouldn't have minded this have been an adult project. Like, I think this could have worked as an adult kind of movie. I think. But, you know, kids need movies too, and that's good. I'll give Dinosaurs like I'll give it maybe a 6. No, I'll give it a 7. I think this movie's underrated. Yeah, I'll give it a 7. Just above average. Just, you know, check it out, man. Check it out. It's a good movie. And if you like dinosaur movies, I think you'll have fun with this. And yeah, I just decided to do it. And I thought I was the only one that remembered this, but Marty did share Mike Farm. He's cool too. He does a lot of cool stuff. He was sharing out about the dinosaur, about this movie and stuff. I was like, oh, that's dope. Because I had already been watching it and planning for this review. And I thought it was cool that someone else, you know, I'm not the only one that remembers what this is. Like, that's always neat. Like, you remember too. Yay. Yeah, I remember Potter. Yay. But, yeah, maybe when, I don't know why I said that, but we're gonna wrap this up here. I hope you guys have a good day. Stay frosty. Check out Marty's channel, link below. Maybe do your own Jurassic June video if you want. I guess it just has to be a video covering dinosaur stuff, dinosaur related media. But yeah, you guys have a good day. Stay frosty. This is Trenchy signing off. Beep up boop.